A man not named Castro is now leading Cuba. What can we expect for the future of the island nation? Hello, I'm Arun Naidu, and this is The Heat. For nearly 60 years, the Castro family ran the island of Cuba, but on Thursday, Fidel Castro's younger brother, Raul, stepped down, and Miguel Diaz-Canel, a man born after the 1959 revolution, was elected president by the National Assembly. From Havana, CGTN's Michael Voss has this report.
It's now official. The man handpicked by President Raul Castro to replace him, 57-year-old Miguel Diaz-Canel, has become the new president of Cuba. It marks a historic generational handover. For the first time in decades, Cuba's head of state is not a Castro. But no one is expecting radical changes. In his opening address, Diaz-Canel spoke of continuity.
The mandate given by the people to this legislature is to continue with the Cuban Revolution in this crucial historic moment.
In terms of foreign policy, without naming the United States, Diaz-Canel said Cuba would never give in to pressure from abroad.
Cuba will not make concessions over its sovereignty, independence. We won't negotiate our principles, not accept preconditions.
Miguel Diaz-Canel is an electronic engineer by training. He comes from Santa Clara, about 300 kilometers from the capital, Havana, where he stood as a candidate for this year's National Assembly elections. In the early 1990s, Diaz-Canel rose to become Provincial Communist Party chief, the equivalent of a state governor in the United States. These were tough times economically following the collapse of the Soviet Union. He built a reputation as a man of the people, giving up his official state car to travel to work by bicycle.
Diaz-Canel was always on a bicycle wearing shorts. Now look what he's achieved. That's the way it is.
In recent years, Diaz-Canel has become a familiar face on the global stage, from meetings with China's President Xi Jinping to Russia's President Vladimir Putin, both of whom sent their congratulations on Thursday. He also sat at the head table for the official banquet to welcome former US President Barack Obama during his historic visit to Cuba. For some, Diaz-Canel was seen as a liberal. He was an early defender of gay rights and has spoken about the need for greater internet access and a more open press. But privately, he's taken a much harder line with those who criticize the government. The National Assembly only meets twice a year. It's the 31-strong Council of State, which Diaz-Canel now heads, which runs the country. 10 of its members were elected there for the first time, and the majority were born after the revolution. The generational change continues. Michael Voss, CGTN, Havana.